The history of North America is profoundly marked by the rise and fall of indigenous civilizations, whose legacies are often buried beneath centuries of colonization, misunderstanding, and neglect. Long before the arrival of European settlers, the continent was a thriving tapestry of diverse cultures, complex societies, and advanced innovations. From the sprawling urban centers of the Mississippian culture to the enigmatic cliff dwellings of the ancestral Puebloans, these civilizations left indelible marks on the landscape and an enduring, albeit often overlooked, influence on the cultural heritage of the continent. The notion of lost civilizations often conjures images of mystery and obscurity, as though their disappearance is a puzzle yet to be solved. However, for many of these societies, the term lost refers less to their actual disappearance and more to the way their histories and achievements have been marginalized or erased from mainstream narratives. The civilizations that thrived in North America were not static. They adapted to their environments, engaged in trade, developed sophisticated political systems, and built monumental architecture. Their decline, often hastened by environmental changes, warfare, or European colonization, does not diminish the magnitude of their accomplishments or their significance in the history of the world. One of the most prominent examples of these civilizations is the Mississippian culture, which flourished between approximately 800 CE and 1600 CE. Centered around the Mississippi River and its tributaries, this culture developed one of the most complex societies in pre-Columbian North America. The city of Cahokia, located near present-day St. Louis, Missouri, was the largest urban center of this civilization and is often described as the New York City of its time. At its peak, Cahokia's population rivaled or exceeded that of contemporary European cities, with estimates ranging from 10,000 to 20,000 residents. The city's centerpiece was Monk's Mound, a massive earthen structure that remains the largest prehistoric earthwork in the Americas. This mound, along with hundreds of others scattered across the region, testifies to the ingenuity and organizational skills of the Mississippian people. Cahokia was more than just a city. It was a cultural and political hub that exerted influence over a vast area. The society's hierarchical structure, marked by a clear division between elite rulers and commoners, facilitated the construction of monumental architecture and the coordination of large-scale agricultural production. Corn or maize was the cornerstone of their economy, and its cultivation supported the city's dense population. Cahokia's influence extended through an extensive trade network, which brought goods such as copper, shell beads, and exotic stones from distant regions. Despite its prosperity, Cahokia and the broader Mississippian culture experienced a decline around the 13th century, possibly due to environmental degradation, resource depletion, or internal social upheaval. Further to the west, the ancestral Puebloans, often referred to as the Anasazi, developed a civilization known for its architectural feats and deep connection to the environment. This culture thrived in the arid regions of the American Southwest, particularly in present-day Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, and Utah. Their most iconic creations are the cliff dwellings found in places like Mesa Verde and Chaco Canyon. These structures, carved into the sides of steep cliffs or constructed using intricate masonry techniques, demonstrate a profound understanding of engineering and resource management. The ancestral Puebloans also developed a complex system of roads and ceremonial sites, suggesting a highly organized society with spiritual and economic connections across the region. The ancestral Puebloans were adept at adapting to the challenging environment of the Southwest. They developed sophisticated irrigation systems to channel scarce water resources for agriculture, particularly the cultivation of corn, beans, and squash. Their pottery, textiles, and rock art reveal a rich cultural tradition that emphasized both practicality and artistic expression. However, around the 13th century, many of their major settlements were abandoned, likely due to prolonged drought, resource scarcity, and social conflict. While the reasons for their migration remain a topic of scholarly debate, the ancestral Puebloans' descendants, including the Hopi, Zuni, and other Pueblo peoples, continue to preserve their cultural heritage and maintain a profound connection to their ancestral lands. The Hohokam culture, also located in the Southwest, represents another remarkable example of indigenous ingenuity. Flourishing from around 200 to 1450 CE, the Hohokam people are best known for their extensive canal systems, which were among the most advanced in pre-Columbian North America. These canals, some of which extended for miles, allowed the Hohokam to irrigate vast tracts of desert land and sustain a thriving agricultural economy. Their settlements, often centered around ball courts and platform mounds, indicate a society with both recreational and ceremonial dimensions. Despite their achievements, the Hohokam culture also experienced decline, possibly due to environmental factors such as flooding or soil salinization, which rendered their agricultural systems unsustainable. In the northeastern part of the continent, the Hopewell culture, which flourished between 200 BCE and 500 CE, left a lasting legacy through its monumental earthworks and elaborate burial mounds. The Hopewell people were part of a broader tradition often referred to as the Mound Builders, which spanned several cultures and regions. These mounds, some of which are shaped like animals or geometric figures, serve as ceremonial sites and repositories for intricate grave goods. The artifacts found within these mounds, including finely crafted pottery, jewelry, and tools, highlight the Hopewell's artistic and technological sophistication. The decline of the Hopewell culture remains a subject of speculation, with theories ranging from climate change to shifts in trade networks and social structures. In the Arctic and subarctic regions, the Inuit and their ancestors developed a unique way of life adapted to some of the harshest environments on Earth. While not typically classified as a lost civilization, their ingenuity and resilience are nonetheless remarkable. The Inuit crafted tools, clothing, and shelters from the resources available in their icy surroundings, such as animal bones, hides, and snow. Their ability to thrive in such conditions underscores the diversity of indigenous cultures in North America and challenges the notion that advanced civilizations could only exist in temperate climates. The arrival of European colonizers in the late 15th and early 16th centuries marked a turning point for these indigenous civilizations. The introduction of diseases such as smallpox and measles, to which native populations had no immunity, led to catastrophic population declines. In many cases, these losses disrupted social structures, weakened political systems, and eroded cultural continuity. Coupled with warfare, forced displacement, and the systematic erasure of indigenous knowledge, these factors contributed to the marginalization of North America's pre-Columbian civilizations in historical narratives. However, it is important to recognize that these civilizations are not entirely lost. Their descendants continue to live on, preserving and revitalizing their cultural traditions. From the Cherokee and Iroquois in the east to the Navajo and Apache in the southwest, indigenous peoples have demonstrated remarkable resilience in the face of centuries of oppression. Efforts to reclaim and celebrate their heritage, such as the preservation of sacred sites and the revitalization of indigenous languages, underscore the enduring significance of these civilizations. Modern archaeology and anthropology have also played a crucial role in uncovering the stories of North America's indigenous past. Advances in technology, such as ground-penetrating radar and radiocarbon dating, have allowed researchers to explore sites that were previously inaccessible or poorly understood. These discoveries have not only shed light on the achievements of ancient civilizations, but also challenged long-held assumptions about the complexity and diversity of pre-Columbian societies. For example, recent studies have revealed that the Amazon rainforest, once thought to be a pristine wilderness, was shaped by centuries of indigenous land management and agriculture. Similar findings in North America suggest that indigenous peoples were active agents in shaping their environments, rather than passive inhabitants. The story of North America's lost indigenous civilizations is a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of human societies. Despite the challenges posed by environmental changes, social upheavals, and colonization, These cultures developed innovative solutions to sustain themselves and create thriving communities. Their legacies, preserved in the earthworks, artifacts, and oral traditions they left behind, offer valuable lessons about adaptation, sustainability, and the importance of cultural diversity. By reclaiming and honoring these histories, we not only pay tribute to the achievements of the past, but also enrich our understanding of the present and inspire future generations to build a more inclusive and equitable world.